Welcome to the channel, guys. This is Jatham Clark, aka the Mando Predator. If you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I want to hit my goal to 1,000 this year. Here, I make an amazing content on this channel: gaming, movies and TV show reviews, and everything. So today we're going to be talking about my top 10 favorite horror movies I like to watch on Halloween or anytime, as a comfort movie too. Cool thing about horror movies, a lot of people don't like, people get scared or not scared, but they're just fun to enjoy to watch and stuff, with all the gore, jump scares, and the killer slashers, everything. It's just well done. So I'm going to be breaking down my top 10 horror movies to watch. Starting with Friday the 13th, one of my favorite top 10 slasher movies. And it's a really cool thing I really like about this. It's really nice and comfortable movie to watch on a Sunday night or something, or on Friday the 13th at night. Basically, you got like this killer at Camp Crystal Lake and stuff. I know it was his mother. Everybody knows the first movie was Jason's mother and stuff, but after watching the entire franchise, I just want to like binge watch the entire movies, because I really like, we got a killer, we got camp counselors or camp kids in one of the other franchises, or like couples and young teens, going to a cabin and suddenly doing other stuff and saying they get killed. And so we always get like a cool final girl in this film, either defeating Jason or even Pamela Voorhees' mother in the first movie, and always has that cool ending scene and continues with the franchises. And I really like how they designed Jason, how he wears like a hockey mask, and then I know in the second one he wears like a bag, but I still like the first one, how it's just his mother and stuff in this entire movie, and they just wanted us to be surprised for those sequels. But it was a really fun movie. I just want to like binge watch all those entire movies, get my entire Blu-ray box set and just watch them through. Next one we have is Nightmare on Elm Street, directed by Wes Craven. I admit, I really love the first original Nightmare on Elm Street directed by Wes Craven, but the franchises were actually pretty good. But I really like watching the fourth movie more often, because I really like the entire story and concept, even the characters, even they had good songs in the fourth movie. But the iconic Fred Krueger, a man who kills victims in dreams. And that's just really cool. We always get like a final girl who tries to stop Freddy by bringing him into the real world and trying to defeat him. And he always keeps coming back. And that's just really awesome. And also, it's also one of my top favorite movies to watch on a Sunday night or like a nighttime film, and to binge watch all these movies, because I love the iconic Freddy Krueger with those finger knives, his sweater, even wearing a iconic hat right there, and having bird skin, played by Robert Englund. And also, I think he'll look also cool with a trench coat. He looks cool with a trench coat too, if you guys like that. But it really had some cool jump scare. One of them had cool jump scares and more gore, and it has some awesome gory scenes like in the first movie. And then basically I did like the second movie, we get like a final guy, but played by an actual gay guy. Because he's actually you know what I mean. For like a final guy, like a guy who's like a final girl, but a guy for those films. Next, Halloween, directed by John Carpenter, director of Big Trouble in Little China, They Live, and The Thing. This was like amazing film. I've seen this movie like 3 times. I did see those new ones that like came out a few years ago, but they weren't like that good, but they were okay. But I love watching the original movie. I even like the franchises and stuff that I'm trying to get into. So I do like the first original movie, because I love how Jamie Lee Curtis got her first role in that movie, her first introduction in that film. Even like this, like the entire Michael Myers, the iconic killer in this film was good. It had a really good opening scene and great settings in the entire nighttime, and a good soundtrack score that just was well done. Even like the kills were good too, and then the scene with all Michael Myers just stalking, walking slow and stuff, just beautiful, well done. And I really like the ending more often. Next, top 10 is Suspiria, directed by Dario Argento, Italian film director. I really want to check out some other Dario Argento films, but when I watched Suspiria for the first time, this hit me, and I just absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it because this was a well done film. The cinematography was like actually good. This is like a perfect movie you can watch with the lights off. If you ever have LED lights on your back of your TV and then you want to light it up, I would recommend play this film, and you'll love the entire color grading technique they did in the film. The story was good, the gore and violence in that movie was good, and the horrifying scenes was good, and even those like zoom in shots were good too, and those camera shots, they were well done. This is a perfect movie. Also a perfect to watch at nighttime, even with the lights off, and then you'll have that cool like color grading. Amazing film, and even the ending was really good. Next we have is The Shining, directed by Stanley Kubrick and based on Stephen King's novel. This was like the first film I saw when I was young, when I was in high school, and this was a really good psychological horror film that I really liked. I really liked this entire scene because in that hotel, with how they have to watch the hotel for a couple months and stuff. But I did some little discovery on that hotel, because that hotel was actually real, and they're like people who saw this movie didn't want to go back to the hotel after seeing this movie. But what I really liked about The Shining, it really had like those little big zoom in shots that they did the entire film with really, but they didn't really slow. That's what I really liked. In some of them they did it really fast with that little icon like with a soundtrack and stuff. And then even like one of the like blood scenes were like really good too. The blood elevator, Jack with the axe and stuff, even the twins was more creepy and stuff. But the only thing that really scares the crap out when Jack came up and just axed that man with that jump scare, and that's like pro done. Also, I skipped the scene with the woman in the room in the bathtub. Next we have The Lost Boys. This was wow. I've been obsessed with this movie so many times. I watched this movie like 17 times. This is like one of my top favorite vampire movies and my favorite horror movies. The characters on those movies are awesome. This is a perfect movie you can also watch on like in the summertime. You can watch it on a Sunday or Friday night movie. Even if you can watch it like on a cloudy day or something. This is a perfect movie to watch. This entire story of vampires at Santa Clara at a boardwalk taking place on a beach. They wear mullets, they have earrings, they wear like old jackets, even they ride motorcycles, and even we also get vampire hunters and stuff. Even we got like a saxophone man guy in that film, in that movie. It's just well done. The story was really good. The costumes and the outfits they wear in that film was so good. It's so 80s and even more gothic, more like an actual vampire movie. Just well done, beautiful. Next we have is The Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974, directed by Tobe Hooper. This was actually more a cool film. I did really like the opening scene, how it was actually based on a true story with the introduction. Even the opening scene with the camera flashing around the entire movie on the body, that was just really good. Just awesome. I also trying to get into the franchise. I did really love the 2003 remake. That was absolutely my favorite like horror remake of all time. But the original one was well done. Even the coolest like gore scenes were good. I wouldn't say it wasn't that gore for the movie, because you didn't like really see much of the gore scenes, because you only saw a little bit of blood and stuff, and it was just hard to see. But I really love Leatherface, and even like the Sawyer family in the entire movie, and then the entire like nighttime scene was good. Even like we got a hitchhiker, we got like the entire house setting, and cool scene. It's like a restaurant now. You can actually go in that place of North Texas. I have to look that up sometime and show it to you guys. Even though it was still one of the frightening movies of all time. I really did like the ending was pretty good. Even like it really had like those like sound scares of Leatherface screaming. Even seeing that terrifying scene when he just came out of nowhere in the woods and started cutting Franklin up with a chainsaw. But it didn't explode that much blood in that movie. But it was a really good film. I absolutely love this movie. Now we go to the Scream. I really love the original Scream movie. The first one was my favorite. I did see the other Scream franchises I really love. I remember watching when I saw my first horror movie in the theater. I remember seeing Scream 5 for the first time. And tell you the truth, it didn't really scare me because I've been watching a lot of horror movies at home a lot. But after I saw Scream in the theater for the 5th movie, it was really good. And I saw the 6th one really. But I've always wanted to see the first one in theaters, what fans were into. Because I want to see this movie so bad in the theater if they ever re-release the first original movie. I really love Wes Craven's movies. I'm trying to get into more of his movies. I've seen Nightmare on Elm Street. I want to try to watch his other movies like Hills Have Eyes, Last House on the Left. Those are other well done Wes Craven films. But Scream is like an awesome, like cool teen horror movie that every teenager will love to watch if they ever get into horror movies. This is what they all actually will love to watch. You got these entire gore scenes, you got the Ghostface killers, and you got like the phone call. You got Neve Campbell as Sydney as a final girl. That's just really well done. I mean, even the entire story is really good. Even this coolest thing about like, you know who the kills were, but they were trying to find out which killer killed which victim and stuff. But Scream is like one of my top 10. I just absolutely loved it. Next, 2 more movies. Next we have is The Evil Dead, directed by Sam Raimi, starring with Bruce Campbell. I absolutely saw this movie for the first time. It really did kind of scare the crap out of me with the extreme gore scenes from like the first movie, how they was shown and how it was like non-censored. It was never like censored, nothing was cut out, everything was just shown on screen with all like gore scene, but it was well done. Even the jump scares were good. The makeup effects were like really good. I like how Sam Raimi just did this film really good. I don't care if it was like a really low budget film movie, but it turned out so good, more terrifying. But I really liked watching the second movie because it was like really cool and also pretty funny how like he turned like other Evil Dead films into a comedy movie too. That just makes you want to laugh. But I would say like the story was good. The entire concept of the nighttime for like the Book of the Dead and all the deads coming out of nowhere, it was really good. Even the trees and stuff were like really good. Visual effects were well done by Sam Raimi. Even like the shots and the camera zooming in so fast was well done. That's what I really like about that movie. Last, we finally get to our final top 10 horror movies. Alien, directed by Ridley Scott, starring Sigourney Weaver and Veronica Cartwright. I really love the Alien franchises. I really especially like the second movie, Aliens, one of my favorite movies of all time because I really love the action. But the first movie was actually a classic. I still love the first movie. I also love it as one of my favorite horror movies of all time because we have like a alien creature that's in space and basically trying to get back, and they finally get like this creature on their face, like a face hugger, and the thing just bursts out of the chest. And how it is like, I really like how they designed the xenomorph, how he's like all black and he can get hide in like places and just like camouflage and stuff and just grab the victims. Even the flashing lights were like good when Ripley was trying to back up when the xenomorph tried to come right after her with the flashing lights. It was well done. The jump scares were good too. The ending was really good. The entire story was good too. Even the visual effects they did and then the soundtrack score was well done. I just absolutely love this movie. One of my top favorite horror movies. So let me know, what are your favorite top 10 horror movies? Just leave a comment down below. And I want to know what your favorite horror movies are and why you like them so much. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all my social medias, and this is Mando signing off.